Hi everybody, it's FIBO Group and you are watching to the Market Watch review. The market is evaluating China's reaction to Speaker Pelosi's visit in a mild manner and risk appetites have returned. Even though Chinese shares have declined, equity markets are still higher. After 2 days of small losses, Europe's Stoxx 600 is moving higher. U.S. futures have a stronger bias. Today's dollar is generally softer than yesterday's rate jump, but it was still buoyant. The move was led by the Scandis, while the Swiss franc and New Zealand dollars are both softer. Yesterday's decline in gold from $1,788 was reversed today, and it found support near $1,755. September WTI consolidates $93 to $95 per barrel, within yesterday's range, which was within Monday's. The September quota announcement by OPEC Plus is awaited. Asian Pacific market. As it sent ships around Taiwan, Beijing announced live munition drills as well as missile tests. Nearly 24 aircraft were also flown into Taiwan's Air Defense Identification Zone. This is believed to be the most provocative military action in nearly 20 years. According to reports, the U.S. sent 4 warships and an aircraft carrier into the region. The preliminary report was weakened by Australia's final services and composite PMI. Australia reported an additional 1.4% increase in retail sales for the second quarter. On Monday, the Aussie reached a peak of $0.7045. Today's follow-through selling saw it reach 0.6885 before rebounding. Contrary to Australia, Japan's composite PMI and final services declined from the preliminary reading. Yesterday's 17 BP increase in the U.S. 10-year yield helped lift the dollar from its near 2-month lows of JPY 130.40. Today, it has risen to 133.90. Market of Europe. France and Germany's composite PMI and final July service were higher than preliminary reports. Spain's reading wasn't as weak as expected. Italy's, however, was disappointing. Yesterday's key downside turn in the euro was reversed. Today's follow-through selling was limited to the $1.0150 region. Options for 700 million euros expired today. Sterling saw some follow-through selling today, but only in the $1.2135 region. Market of America. The JOLTS June report further confirmed the mounting evidence that the labor market is losing momentum. The Federal Reserve tightens financial conditions, and the market has reacted recently. Last month, the S&P 500 gained 9.1%. The 10-year note yield plunged by 36 BPS in July, while the 2-year yield dropped nearly twice as fast, despite the Fed's second consecutive 75 BP rate rise. On Monday, the U.S. dollar fell to CAD 1.2765, slightly ahead of the Canadian dollar. By yesterday's end, it was back at CAD 1.29. It has returned to 1.2850 after it remained below 1.29. That's all for me. Closely monitor the news background and be prepared for all the surprises of the market.